Welcome everyone, this is Will over at KMac Vintage. Today I finally got my mailbag for the one item that I've been waiting for that I want to try before I take my trip. And here it is. It is the analog board for a 512 that I have. That the CRT works, the logic board works, but just the analog board is giving me trouble. It was a machine that was in some pretty bad shape, so I could not get that board to work. Then I bought two other boards from someone else, and they told me those two boards didn't work, but just buy them cheap for the parts and try to salvage one. But I was unable to get anything to work. So then I found this one on eBay, and it was pretty good price. So I went ahead and I picked it up, and I just received it today. Although it's been on the island for over a week between customs and air freight and systems being down and so forth, I could not get it. So this is today's mailbag, but we're gonna go right into working with it to see what we can do. The caps, they look okay to me, so I'm gonna leave them. But what I have seen is some of these important connectors look real bad. So if you want to see what solder joint cracks look like, you can see one right there, real bad. That one looks bad too, so does that one. So if we turn this around, you get an idea what solder joint cracks or issues look like. Okay, so right there they look bad. Now let's go to the main. This is the connector that joins to the logic board, and we can see there that first one looks real bad, and as we go around, that one too looks terrible. So these are going to give us trouble, so we do have to fix these. And then here, these are the ones that go to the CRT, to the actually neck board. See, you can see that one completely, you can loose. And here. So we're gonna fix these first, okay? That's the first thing that I'm gonna tackle. Let me put this in a position where you can see it. I'm gonna try to zoom in on it. There we go. I'm gonna leave it here, and I'm gonna work on these four. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this old solder, and I'm gonna resolder it. So I already have my soldering iron hot. I already have, I put on my magnifiers to help me see. And with my manual solder sucker, I'm just gonna pull all this off. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna get this all nice and hot, flowing well. That's up. We do this one. Give it some time because it's got quite a bit of ground there behind it. See all this? So that's busy heating up all of that. And that's why not all of it came off. Okay. Okay, that one off. So now all we're gonna do is we're gonna solder it back. Put some nice new fresh solder on here. Apologies if you're hearing a background humming noise. That's my AC unit. So I want that to get good around everything. It's hot in here right now because I've been out on the road all morning getting ready for my trip and that. So I got this board. My soldering iron went, my fingers touched the button, so it cooled down. Okay, give it a second here, it will get back up. Oh, there it goes, 200, 240, 250, 293, 320, yeah, okay. So I got the message that the board was available from my app on the phone that tells me. So I went straight to get it to come back and do this video and this test before I go. See how much nicer these are looking? I could just reflow it, but I feel better if I remove the old solder and put down new. Okay, solder cleaner. So now that one looks good. So let's put you in view for the next one, and we're gonna go tackle these over here. We're gonna go tackle these over here. Let me see where my finger is. Okay. So we're gonna go tackle these. I think I can get them all. Let me turn this like this. Then I can get them all in the view. Okay, so we're gonna start from here. Here. This is not one here in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So let's go loosen that up, suck up that solder. If my head bumps the camera, I apologize. See how bad that one is? Oh my god, that one's completely loose. Nothing there. This one too, bad crack up there. Today I ordered 6 more internal Blue SCSI kits from Joe's Computer Museum. So those will go to me in Florida, and I'll bring them down with me in my suitcase. They're coming in again as kits, so I will be putting those together. I love the Blue SCSI, it's so nice. Okay, so those are loose. I'll now take my solder and let's go put down some new solder. I'm heating up the pad and the pin. Now I just put it on the tip. Everything should be nice and hot. Then I work it around. Okay, it's so critical that these joints have a good connection. Let it get good and hot. You can see it as it's getting hot. You can see the surface change. So so funny when I was doing those actually blue as these scotches put in together and touching the pin with the soldering iron and then the solder, and then it doesn't want to flow right away, but then as soon as it gets hot enough you just see it go whoop. And I guess that's part of that surface mount components when they say it floats into place. It's amazing how solder attracts solder and it wants to attach to the metal. It wants to reattach to the trace and to the exposed joint. Okay, so we look pretty good there. So now the last one left is the one of the logic board, where the logic board connects. So let's go see how I'm going to put that in view for you. There it is. Okay, starting from here, going all of these. Okay, so you have a pretty good view there. Let me see if I close this curtain a little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit too much light there. That's a bit better for you. Yeah. Okay, so let's go do these now. Again, this is the bad one. This is the one that is unbelievable. Oh my God. And let's get that good and clean. This one too looks very bad. They're very bad. Look at that. That's solder not even there. Sorry, I had to clean it out. This one has a lot of ground, a lot. You see all this is connected to this one pin, so it's gonna take a lot of heat. A lot of people would have just taken the board and plugged it right in and actually tried it, but experience tells me check, and I'm glad I did. Look at this. Look how bad that is. Look, that's completely cracked. Completely, not even Ray Charles could actually see that crack. Oh boy. Okay, so we have that off. Now this one here, guys, this one to me is very important, this connection, so I'm gonna put a little bit of flux there. You'll see why. I'm gonna get my solder wick and I'm just gonna come and do a very quick clean up around them. Make sure everything is gone. Soldering looks weak again. Give it some more heat here. I'm just bringing up the temp up to about 340. Get this ground plane. You can see how I'm just working this around? I just want to make sure that I clean that up good. Okay. Now I'm gonna get a Q-tip. I just filled some bottles with alcohol. Where is it? Here it is. Give it a little clean here. Okay, so now I feel better soldering those back. Okay. These here I'm not going around because I did such a better cleaning job, so I feel confident they're getting a good dosage. See, the solder is forming a nice beautiful pyramid over the pin and attaching to the base. The through hole base very nicely. Okay, so I think we are pretty good there. Let's take a look. Let's see. What do y'all think? Better. Then these up here. Where is it? These four. Then we have these over here. Where is the camera? There. That's not pointing up, that's going onto the trace. Okay, so let me give these a little brush where we just soldered them. Alright, then there's one other thing I need to fix. Apparently this one, I don't know if it was during shipping or something, the adjustment for the brightness came off. So I'm gonna just solder that back in. Let me zoom back out a little bit here. We can see that's right here. So I'm gonna suck up some of this old solder that's there. Clean these off and then we will reattach this. You can see how nice the solder wick just soaks up that solder. So we are nice and clean on the board. Now I need to get these here cleaned off. see if I can try to suck some of this up with the wick. It's hard being too many hands I gotta hold. And to try to keep you in the view. I can get through. So let's try to push it through. There we go. We got it through. Alright, let me get one pin soldered and then I can melt it again and push it through. Make sure it's good and level. Can you all see that? No. Okay, there we go. Let's get one of these pins soldered in there. Now this is just, these two are just to secure. There's no trace going to them. There's no ground or nothing. Okay, there we go. Yeah, looks nice and straight in there. Okay. All right. I think we can safely assume that we can test this board. I don't like how bad this looks here. Let me see, where can I show you? See it here? But I'll do what I can with that. Let me spray some deoxit on it. I think this board was exposed to some moisture somewhere or somehow had a little bit of okay, so now we're gonna bring up this original. This is the machine. This is the one that I can't get to work, right? So y'all can see, get a better top view. Okay. Gotta take this board out. So even though it has been off for a few weeks, safety first, always and every time. I am gonna just check the discharge anyway. This board has never given me any discharge, so we are good to go there. Now we can take this board out. I don't have many screws holding it. I think I only put in 2. I'm going to use this cable because I know it's good. Okay, that one out. So let's come in with this one. We're gonna give this a shot and see. Can't promise you. So there we go. secure it for the ground. Okay, that one there. Let's do this ground back here. Attach. That's attached. That's attached. That's attached. And fly back. That's attached. Nice suction, good closed, nothing can leak out. Are we there? Are we ready for that amazing test? I think so. Pull it in. Everything connected. Let's turn it around that way. I have a cable right here. We are plugged in. It should have juice go into it. Something about that battery holder I don't like. It looks like it's been loosened. So here we go. More than I got last time. We have a beep. We have some video. And oh my god, guys, look at this. We have video. This is the machine that so many people have told me, oh, it'll never come back to life. Look at that. Look at that. Ay, ay, ay. Let me get my floppy emu because I don't have a floppy for this machine right now. So let's do a little bit of change of cameras here. Okay. Let me get my floppy emu. Where is it? Here you are. Because I can't use. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This machine here, no, it doesn't have SCSI. I don't think, because it is a 512KE. Okay, floppy emu connected. We turn back on. And let's go see what we're gonna load. Macintosh stuff. System disks. 608. Yeah, well, let's do 608. Guess what? There. Folks, I have another machine that is saved thanks to a new analog board now. I'm still debating if I'm going to recap this though. I think I will still recap it because of the condition that it looks. I mean, the machine is old. Some people are gonna say, "Oh, why bother recapping it? Why spend the money?" It's my decision. It's my choice if I want to recap it. It's for my security, my actually know-how that I have fixed it completely. I've done all the necessary parts to it. So if I want to spend the $20, $30, $40, whatever it costs for the caps as a kit, so be it, and I do it. On a 512, I don't really do the actually logic board because it's not needed, but if I want to do the analog board, well, so be it, I do it. Macintosh 2C series. I have bukus of caps here as kits that I have ready. So I gotta find the big ones. Macintosh Classic, no, not that. This looks like it. Yes, there it is. Macintosh 128/512 analog cap kit. So I have the cap kit already. Definitely going to do it. It makes me feel safer, it makes me feel better, and then at the same time too, then after recapping it, I can see how the geometry of the screen looks, and then I can fix that. Now I do have a problem though. I don't have a working floppy for this one right now. Better said, let me turn this so y'all can see. Better said, I do have a floppy. Here. The problem is I had to take off an actually transistor off of here for me to save another one. I have someone sending me a floppy board like this that I can salvage transistors from. So I will get this working again, and I have the motor here, the eject motor and everything. All this goes together. So I do have a floppy, and I will get it back alive. So right now then, folks, I am going to end this video because I wanted to do the test to see if this board works. We are now confirmed that this board works, and time to recap it. And I'll do a video on that too, so that we all know. I don't know if I'm going to do the video of me taking off the caps, because that's fairly boring and actually straightforward. But putting them back on, I can do a video for that. And we come in after that. Alright, so I'm going to end this one for now. Here y'all are. We have a working board, another Macintosh 512K E. Now the E is because this has an 800K floppy drive in it, and the BIOS is also switched out to the Plus BIOS. I don't have the mouse connected right now. Let me get a mouse quickly, and we can verify that. Let's plug this in and see. Plugged in the mouse. Let's see what it tells us. I don't think, no, it's not really going to tell us. It's going to tell us a 512K. Running system 608. But it's up. I am stoked. I'm so happy, everyone. Okay. Thank you, folks, and we'll see you all again in a little bit. If you appreciate this video, please click on that like button for me. That will help me. It will help me grow the channel, and let others know about the channel, please. Okay. See you all soon again. Bye bye for now.